Hey you guys, we are back to do Put a Ring on It.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to KOURTNEY. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife,
Courtney, known as Coco.
and this is KOURTNEY. This channel is all about relationship reviews, and tonight we're going to be talking about Put a Ring on It.
So if you hadn't subscribed to this amazing channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's called Double Down. So they are all in a new setting, dating new people, well, except for Darren. He's not dating nobody new, still won't Kai. So they all, and of course, as we know from last episode, Dr. Nicole is talking to them and saying they're going to be dating, and their date's going to be in the same location as this. They're all going to be in the same restaurant. I thought that all 6 of them would be all there together, right, but they're not. So the couples and they dates gonna be in the same place. So anyway, if you watched it, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So Alexis said that Darren is a rapper, so you know how rappers can be. Now, you know, once again, she is promoting Darren more than Darren promoted Darren. So I'm still lost in, you know, rappers. No, if we talking about rappers from the 80s, 90s or whatever, they're a little different than the ones of this age. So no, they you know, nobody to me in my mind is checking for Darren because he's a rapper. That's what I'm saying. Because I think he had to tell Kai who he was. Yeah, that's how much people don't know.
Yeah, I guess he was rapping back in the 90s. And, you know, his rap career, I'm not saying it's over, but the peak of his rap career is behind him right now. So I don't know why she keep hanging her hat on that, you know, that notion that, oh yeah, he's a rapper and he's gonna have all these groupies around him and stuff. So I don't get it. So
Clarence is going to be Jessica's date. So he's 33 years old. He's a bodybuilder, and Eric said, do your thing. So basically when dude came up there, he was like, okay, do y'all thing, have a good time. You know, his whole energy had shifted, and it was Jessica was like, okay, well, he seemed like he's okay with it. You know, he's getting more mature with it, you know, so, you know, he seemed like he okay.
Well, the thing is, when you got a player like Eric is, if you out there doing your thing and you're distracted with your thing, that means he can go out and do his thing. So he was giddy. He was ready to do it. So, hey.
So let's move on to Laronda and Sean. So Laronda is ironing, I thought was her pants or her dress, but she was ironing Sean pants. And Sean looked like he could iron his own pants because girlfriend was dressed already with her dress on. And as you know, when you iron stuff, you get hot.
Well, Sean should understand, man. If you got a woman ironing your clothes, that woman ain't going nowhere unless you run her away. And that dude has so many insecurities and so much baggage, man. I just, in my opinion, feel like he's gonna run and push her away the way he's acting.
So her date is named Sir James. He's 38 years old. He's single with no kids, and of course he put all his resume and application out there for y'all because he said if this don't work, then ladies, y'all know my background.
I guess he got knighted about the Queen over there in England, Sir James, man.
I wonder if that's his real name. So, you know, Sean was like, Sir James. He seen what, dorky or something like that or whatever.
Yeah, he gonna try to Sean gonna try to tear every guy down she's date to build himself up, to make himself feel better. So
Sean said, you know, my baby dating a linebacker. And so when dude came in, he was like, you know, this my baby.
Yeah, Sean being short, any guy gonna look like a linebacker to him.
Dude said at the end of the day, you know, okay, basically dude, he was like, he just trying to find love. You know, at the end of the day, he just trying to find love and everything. And Sean said, yeah, you're not going to find it over here.
Yeah, he did say that, but dude didn't back down. He was still
he was real confident.
Yeah, he's real, you know, he brought swag inside the house, and he wasn't gonna let Sean intimidate him, so he punched back at him. So
and then after that, Sean got on the phone. He was like, he finna call his friend again, start crying.
Yeah, gonna FaceTime, dog. It happened again. Dude probably see Sean number come up. Decline.
LaRonda said, you know, with Sir James, she was like, he fine, he tall, and there is attraction. So, so it seemed like Sir James, he ready, you know, he ready to go on a date and stuff. And he seems to be like a very confident dude. You know, they sitting down having a conversation, and you know, he like her. There's attraction. There's chemistry there.
Yeah. Then I think Sean date. What's her name? Brittany. Yeah. You know.
To me, there wasn't no attraction.
No, it wasn't no attraction. And it couldn't be no attraction. Got Sean met her on the corner of the street, man.
What that mean?
I'm just saying. Sir James came to the house. Why Sean got me his chick on the street, on the block?
You know how they do them things. So, yeah, I think he was a little taller than her and everything. Who? Brittany, excuse me. Brittany was a little taller than her. And she's a professional singer. So one thing they got in common is entertainment.
Right.
And so Sean was like, you know, his girl in corporate America. So, you know, sometimes she don't get a lot of the stuff that he have to go through and stuff. So, you know, by her being a singer in entertainment, you know, they kind of had a common ground.
Yeah. He think that, well, she's a singer that she might have a job all the time singing, you know, and he's still struggling. So, but yeah, I get what he's saying. They both in the same, you know, entertainment business, so she can kind of relate to what he's going through. But still, that still don't change the fact that he's insecure. It doesn't change the fact he's jealous. But go ahead.
Sean said he really couldn't focus, but because of course his date is over there. Well, his girlfriend over there with with her date and stuff, and he was like, yeah, they are that she out there talking loud and stuff like that, and you know they like.
I think she admit that she did put a little spice on their conversation, getting a little loud and laugh, and he couldn't cuss it. And I guess old girl Brittany was basically invisible to Sean because he was so focused about his girl and her date, man.
His eyes were.
I thought he was about to cry again.
And Sean noticed that when they was going out the door that, you know, that Sir James,
that just don't sound right.
Sir James put his hand on the small of her back or the lower of her back or whatever. She said she don't remember it, but yeah, he was tripping about that.
That's one of the basic moves of a player. And we put our hands on the small of their back, then we drop our hand, kind of touch the booty on the way. I think I did you like that. You didn't pay no attention to it.
No, you didn't do me like that. No, you did. And then that's what we as players do. That's what.
I mean,
straighten it up.
Okay.
You saying that's what we had.
I'm just saying. You know, damn. You know, that's back in the day. You know. Anywho.
You better breathe out. So, Kai and Darren, it looks like he picks Kai up for her date, and
he picked her up.
And I when it was in the car, the truck or whatever, I actually thought it was Alexis.
I thought it was a pickup truck.
No, I thought the woman was Alexis.
Oh.
Well, I thought it was a pickup truck, a Ford, not Alexis. So
they do look alike, man.
They have a same
build. Yeah. If you glance real quick, you can get them confused.
And I think Darren said, you know, Alexis know what he like. You know what I'm saying?
Darren has a type.
Yeah. They do have the same kind of build. But anyway, so he picks her up and he tells her, well, Alexis will be there. Kai said, listen, I am not finna be no side chick, honey. I'm not finna be sitting up there fighting for attention and all that stuff.
See, that was, to me, that right there what makes Kai. That would make Kai dangerous right there. Cause she's not gonna settle being number 2. She gonna for number 1.
She actually gonna play the game. Yeah. So Jessica and Clarence are on their date. And she feels like he wants to know more about her. So he's in tune with her. You know, he ain't just looking at her body and all that stuff. He wants to know in depth, you know, details about her.
Well, okay, you got to the part when they were sitting down talking. Okay.
So Tanisha is Eric's date. So Eric comes in the door and the first thing he doing looking for Jessica. He forget that he even with a date. So he looking for her, and so he told Tanisha, I think that's her name, there go my girl over there. So she was like, really? Oh my goodness, that's weird.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Tanisha said people want, and this was, what she said was kind of
good.
Yeah. So I think he asked the question as far as, something about dating. She was like, well, a lot of times people want what they can't have. So it's more attractive when a person is in a relationship. Right. They want that person because they feel like, hey, if they want them, then they must got something going on, because they with somebody. But kind of like when people like, oh, you single. Why are you single? Right. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that is a curse. Like, especially been single a long time. Well, what's wrong? It got to be something wrong. So, yeah.
Yeah, but for guys, if they see a woman with a man, yeah, it's more, like you said, it's something they want, they can't have. And, but the bottom line with a guy, though, is that if they can pull that woman for that man, it's a big ego boost for them. You know what I'm saying? Man, I pulled this woman from this man. And most guys, some guys, they would do that or try that. So
women can do the same thing. Look what Kai doing. She's trying to do the same thing. True. So
that's true.
Jessica felt uncomfortable because she said that Eric was loud. Now Eric was enjoying his conversation with Tanisha.
I'm gonna say this. When a man and a woman sitting there for the first date and they laughing and they talking and having a good conversation and the world behind them just vanish in the background, that's deep. Because when me and her went out on our first date, that's how it was. At first I was nervous, I'm not going to lie, I was nervous. Then we started talking.
Should have been.
And it's like we started conversating, we were laughing, joking. Things just went so smooth, and I just forgot all about my surroundings because it was just like I was zoned in on her. So when you get to that point and that conversation that good, that to me is a deep, deep connection and conversation.
Yeah, and that's true because I don't know even what I ate or what I ordered. I know where we went, but I wasn't nervous, but we did have a good conversation. And it was one thing that when we went on our first date, I had that singles mixer to do. Like weeks after that, he knew about it, but yeah. So I was supposed to do it, and he couldn't come to it because he had to work. But he was like, you know what? I got a feeling it's gonna go good. It's gonna be good. I was like, okay, I kind of like him encouraging me already, and it wasn't anything like fake. You know what I'm saying? It was something that was out the blue, and he was like, yeah.
I'm never fake.
No, I'm just saying how sometimes guys would just say stuff that you want to hear.
Oh yeah, they gonna tickle the ears, tell you things you want to hear, get you all spooked up.
So I was like, really? He was like, yeah, it's gonna go really.
And the reason why we bring this up because that's how I felt Eric was with his date. You know what I'm saying? Cause when Jessica and her date got out, I don't think he even noticed it.
He didn't even pay no.
He didn't even care.
And he told her, honey, I forgot you were there. So he was like, shots, drinks, bring it up.
Get it up, man.
Yeah. So let's go. So Tanisha said, okay, we was talking about that. Jessica felt uncomfortable because they was loud, and so she was like, I was trying to get his attention and let him know I leave him, but he was so wrapped up in his conversation. So Darren and Kai come in, getting ready for their date, whatever. They sit down and eating. And so Alexis is waiting on her date. She's standing out there, and I said, okay, then Alexis said, let me tell you something. A little secret.
Okay, before you go start. Now I'm going to ask you a question. You're a female. How Alexis is dressed.
I'm a lady.
Oh, you're a lady, okay. How Alexis was dressed, and you said some women dress to show another woman. How would you say it now?
That's what I was finna say.
So, would you do something like that?
Okay, so you can turn around. Okay. So, okay. So if y'all watch, did you pay attention to the way Alexis was dressed? Now we know how she was on the first date, maybe because she already knew they was gonna do some kind of sporting thing. But when she knew that, okay, we're going on a date and Kai gonna be there, Alexis upped her game on dress and dress near naked, if you want to say so.
She getting up her game. She just didn't up her game, but she set up to another level.
So she dressed, how she dressed, very
provocative.
Yeah. And everything. And so I said that she wasn't dressing for her husband and she wasn't dressing for this man. Yeah. She was dressing because she knew another woman was gonna be there that was in competition with herself, because that woman was trying to compete with her. Well, she really wasn't competing with her. She really truly was trying to get her man. That's what. So she said, I got to up my game to show this chick you ain't got nothing to work with, honey. This is what he working with and this is what he like. So she had to show everything. That's why everything's so tight and fit and close, because she wasn't finna come with no bag of clothes be like, oh, she fat. No, you finna see every curve that I got and let her know if you got that, I got it too, even better. So yeah, that's what she did there.
So you women were dressed uncomfortable for a whole
she
day
did look uncomfortable
to prove a point to another woman. Okay. All right, then.
I can tell you a certain incident that I had where somebody said, they didn't like me. They didn't want me to do this. They didn't want me to go with them on blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, but it's a whole, honey, let me get my hair done. Let me get my nails done. Because if you don't like me, let me give you something else, baby. Because when you see me, I want you to show enough not like me.
Is it that deep for real?
It can be. I mean, hey, it's
that's shallow to me, man. That's real shallow.
I gotta knock that head off your head.
Oh,
you know men do it too.
No, we don't,
yes,
man.
You do.
No.
Men do it too.
No.
Don't make me bring us.
No, okay. We don't do it with clothes per se.
Y'all do it with cars.
Yeah, when it comes to cars.
You got something to work with.
Yeah, boy, you guys. Woo. I said, what?
With.
All right, man. We would go in debt.
Because that is what y'all work with. You know what I'm saying? Men do it too.
Okay.
So, all right. So, Alexis' date was Desi. First of all,
go ahead.
You want to say it? Go
ahead. Go ahead.
Desi did not get a fair shake.
Ooh.
Put a ring on y'all wrong for that.
Y'all wrong. Y'all got that joke out the alley.
you got your phone on. Okay, so pretend this is my phone. Something just happened. What happened? Alexis Day can't make it, so we need to grab somebody. I don't care who that stole across the street.
What that bad boy doing?
Grab him.
Hey man, you gonna be on TV? On TV? Yeah.
Okay. Take that smock off. Come on.
Yeah. You want to know my name? Don't worry about your name. Go ahead.
What you need to walk around the corner. You're going to go to a date. You're going to see a lady with an umbrella. So you go up to her and say, hey, I'm your date. And y'all just sit down, you eat. That's it. You have a good conversation with her. That's it. You're like, okay.
They snatched him up so quick off the street, they didn't have time to put his name on the TV screen.
They didn't put his name until later on. They didn't ask. He didn't get a little formal interview. Hey, I'm Desi. My name is so-and-so. I had Twitter. I want a woman with da-da-da-da.
Let me ask you a question. Did they even give him a slow motion camera?
Yeah, because he came around that corner.
Okay, well, we're going to give you a slow-mo. That's the best we can do right now.
Yeah. They did him wrong. So, anyway, what Alexis do when she came up? She said, you can hold that umbrella. I was like, is he a bad boy for real?
The thing is, bro, when you see a woman holding an umbrella, and that's supposed to be your date, introduce yourself. Let me hold an umbrella for you and walk you across the street. That's what you should have did.
Yeah.
A woman should have to tell you to take an umbrella.
Well, first of all, I don't look like she gave him a chance to.
Well, that's true.
Hold my umbrella.
That's true.
That's true. Oh my goodness.
But then again, she hadn't been on dates in what? I don't know how long. Maybe she don't know how to go on dates no more.
But anyway, so Desi was asking Alexis questions, and
she don't pay him no mind.
What I did notice is that she sat right in Darian's view. And maybe that's on purpose that production did that, but she sat right there, so they could see each other. So, it was hard for her to concentrate. And so, Kai said this is very messy because, she was like, okay, they in now, this is very messy.
And Darren, he was so tied up to knots, but he was so shook up. He couldn't eat his food, man. She said, you gonna eat? No. No, I'm just get it to go. Can't eat, can't do nothing. Ooh, I don't like this. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
And what he said?
bro, you never tell a woman that you don't tell a woman.
What she said? Tell the people what she.
He said, "Well, I think you intimidate." He said, "I think you intimidate her." And she said, "Why?"
No, I don't think he said he think. He said
you do. I said, "You intimidate her." And she asked, and Kai asked, "Why?" Because I'm prettier than her. And he said, "No, because she know what I want,
what I like,
And okay, I get it, but don't tell Kai that. You know what I'm saying? Because to me now, you just making your woman look bad. Like she's some kind of punk, you know?
And Kai finna bring out all the stuff.
Because Kai now has the advantage. She know how Alexis feel. She knows she can intimidate Lex. Oh, man, you gave her too much ammo. Too much.
And Alexis said, she couldn't focus because she kept hearing her name over there called. Her name.
And hence the reason why when Kai and Damien left out of that restaurant,
she grabbed his hand.
Because she knew she had the advantage.
Yep.
Because Damien gave it to her.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, I intimidate her. What we do, women?"
Yeah, I pour it on.
Oh, I intimidate her. Oh, let me add a little bit more sauce to it. So yeah, that's what she did.
And Damien said, "Let me hand. Ain't me.
Yeah,
ain't me."
Yeah.
And she didn't.
She said, "Oh, we holding hands now. Oh, we holding hands. Okay, let the hand go. I'm gonna need you to let the hand go." So
the laugh.
Who laughing?
Kai laughed at her. That's what got Alexis right there. Ooh, let me ask you a question. A woman laughed at you like, how would you take it?
Baby, they probably, they had to shut the restaurant down. Because I be, we holding hands. I be just like them cameras. The cameras have to follow me like they do on Cheetahs. Yeah, follow you out the door.
The disrespect.
Yeah, it was. So, let's see, because... she said she keep calling name. Desi said, "Listen, I don't care nothing about that." He said, "I'm trying to get to know you." Desi, we trying to get to know you too. Like, who are you? Where did you come from? Where do you work at? What do you do for a living? How old you are? The other people got a chance to do that. Why not you, Desi? Why not?
Did they tell him? They didn't say where he worked.
No, he had not give. He said, "I'm just trying to get." That was the only interview he got. "I'm just trying to get to know her." She worried about it. He didn't say nothing. And then toward the end, a lot of them stopped saying their ages anyway. But that's fine. But he didn't get a formal interview.
No, he didn't get an introduction or nothing. I don't think he worked at the Piggly Wiggly across the street.
I don't know.
He probably worked at the Piggly Wiggly across the street.
He was a last minute.
Then they said, "Well, we found his name out. Come on, get the name up there real quick."
So anyway, so they leave holding hands, and Alexis, she said, "Y'all gonna let each other hand go." So Eric said, to be honest, when they got back, Jessica was, him and Eric was sitting down talking, and so she was just like, "Oh, you're so happy, you're so giddy," and stuff like that or whatever. So she was like, "Well, how was your date and stuff?" And he was like, "Just to be honest, that was the best conversation," he said, "that I ever had. She stimulated my mind." That was like, oh my gosh. You tell your girl that?
At that moment, I love going to this right here. At that moment, you saw Jessica's heart got ripped out, threw against the wall, it fell on the floor, and they stepped on it, and she's like, she's late. I'm just saying, your man or your spouse or your other tells you that another person gave them the best conversation ever. Mm-hmm. That is a gut punch. You gotta do some soul searching after that, man. You do.
And he said she had me locked. He just kept going. She had me locked in, and it was just like you said. It was like we was in an empty room. Nobody else was there. So he said that Eric said, "I want us to connect like that on that level, not just physical." Once again, you want to talk about that?
Well, all I'm gonna say about that, that's how she met Eric.
Yep.
On the physical.
Yep.
She was a side chick. It was a physical thing. That's how they met. So they never got into that in-depth conversation. They never had that. Now Eric finally got with someone that gave him that. He's like a kid in a candy store. It stimulated his mind. And like I said, when a woman can stimulate your mind or hold a conversation with you like that and have you laughing, giggling, and you can just let yourself loose, that's one of the best feelings you can have. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You had that feeling, man?
Oh, yeah.
You still get it?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Good to know. All right, so.
Blink twice, you look.
So the couples, but it did hurt. It did hurt her.
It did.
At that point she started crying. But again, like you were saying, they never had a stimulating mind stimulate. But if you can get both, you got physical and mental. Bam. And spiritual, of course, for us.
You gotta throw that in there.
Yeah, but if you get all that, then you got something.
The trifecta, baby.
But I could tell that she wasn't his type, and that he wasn't into her physical.
Yeah, I hated that. I don't want him. Go ahead.
But I do want to say this, that sometimes you can get past that. If you're so attracted to them and they're stimulating your mind, your mental, and all that stuff, and you may not be 100%, they may not be 100% your type, you may not be 100% attracted to it, I think that those feelings will continue, they could grow.
They can grow.
That. Yeah,
that's right.
And you can be attracted to it.
That connection will get stronger and stronger and stronger.
And that's why I think that people shouldn't include myself, because I was shallow, before I met my husband.
Yeah.
But
he's 6'4", 6'5". I'm 6'1".
minus 2 inches. But yeah, so I think that sometimes people, if they would stop saying that he gotta be or she gotta be blah 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 blah, then you can go into a person's mental, get to know them, be stimulated by the mental, and then the physical. You're like, girl, I forgot that he was fat, honey. I forgot that he was short. I forgot so you're not even attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? That's not a big deal no more. It's not a deal breaker.
And you wonder why some fine people be with some mediocre people, Why is she with that dude? He don't look all that. That dude could be stimulating her mind. You know what I'm saying?
He got a lot of money.
And got a lot of money too. So that helps a lot.
That's a big factor. All right, so the couples come back in and see Dr. Nicole. So of course she's asking them, how is everybody date? Laronda and Sean first started with them. Sean said he couldn't get into the date because he was so focused on, Laronda date and what they was doing. Sean said, I don't even think that she liked that dude. Like, that's not her type.
That's kind of scary, though.
That is scary.
Because he is basically telling Dr. Nicole what she likes.
Yeah.
His woman like, no, she don't like this. She don't like this. She like this. And like Dr. Nicole said, that's a form of control.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So she asked LaRonda, you saying it, but LaRonda, how was it? So she was like, well, he's appealing. So she didn't want to say, he fine, like she said on the confession.
She's still trying to protect Sean's feelings. That's why she doesn't want to go say what she want to say.
So Dr. Nicole said, do you trust her? She was talking to
Sean.
Yeah. And Dr. Nicole also said, you're going to have to trust her. You have to filter out the stuff, because what it is that sometimes people can have narratives in their own mind on how things are, how things are going to go, and how they assume that they are. And she talked about that to him last episode. And so she was like, you got to filter out all of that other stuff.
I'm going to say something about that, please. I used to be like that, you know what I'm saying? I used to have my own narrative drawn up about how, my girl will go out with somebody, or not go out, but go out with her girlfriend. Say, she gonna be with her girlfriend. The dude gonna come up and try to talk to her. Then you think, will she talk to him and won't tell me? All this stuff, cause to me, it's a trust issue. And I don't care what Sean says. He don't trust her.
Right.
And we don't trust somebody like that, you're going to think that way. Right. And that's what's going on.
So let's move on to Alexis and Darren date. Alexis said, my dude is going to make his shot. So, like, he over there sitting over there with her, like he trying to shoot his shot, his best shot, so she felt some type of way. And she said, and the fact that she was grabbing the hand and the girl was laughing.
Insult to injury right there, that laugh, man. That was, Darren trying to shoot that shot, but he trying to shoot that 3-point fadeaway shot. So, he tried.
Dr. Nicole said, okay, so if you didn't see any of that, would you be focused on your date? Dr. Nicole said, you still trying to control each other. You still worry about what each other do. You came into, in the process to experience something different, to try something different, and you're not letting that take place.
Yeah, and but Alexis, when she go through the process, she got to focus on herself. She's too concerned about what he's doing.
Yep, kind of like Sean.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Because Alexis won't even allow herself to like be attracted to the
Right,
dudes. Like,
right.
you know, like she like hold my umbrella. Just like he waiting on her, you know, so it wasn't even like and then something that the dude said, was like, you know, well, I think he playing you. Like, you've been together 14 years, and she was like, really, you think so? And she was like, you know, he be saying he going to the studio and stuff like that.
Nah, I didn't catch that part. I heard that part, but I didn't know what she was.
Yeah, she was. Well, she said that, and then he said that part, but she was like, you know, he said he be going to the studio, which means she don't trust him. Yeah. And it which means
Damien said, Darren? Yeah, Darren said that Alexis don't trust him. Yeah. He said that.
She think that maybe, you know, he done cheated now. I don't think they never said anything that cheating happened.
But I think something had to happen for her to feel the way she feels.
Yeah. So let's move on to Jessica and Eric. Jessica said that, you know, it was all about physical, you know, said it wasn't all about physical on her date with Clarence. I think that's he got that old name.
Yeah.
Man. Probably Clarence the second.
Yeah. Clarence was anyway, but she was telling Dr. Nicole Clarence he was polite, mannerable. He listened. So basically all the things she liked, you know.
Yeah. I guess that Eric don't do listen.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so Eric said with his date, she kept his attention. Eric said she wasn't his type that he would go for. Right. So, you know, he wasn't, you know, the type that he would go for physically.
But he said, this date proves that I don't have to be that much attracted to you to be attracted to you, because if you can give me a good conversation, you know, we got to, you know, having a good time and everything's flowing right, I can kind of overlook some of those flaws you have physically. But he still didn't get a second date, which I was disappointed.
Jessica said that I've never heard him speak so highly of another woman. And that, you know, that really kind of affected her. Dr. Nicole said, you don't have a color palette on your partner. Meaning, like, I know my partner going to do this. I know my partner going to do this. I know. She said it changes. Even, I think she was saying the older you get, it can change.
Of course. You know, you as you get older, you evolve. You evolve to something else, you know, like me. And when I was young, you know, you probably think I would do this and I do that. But as I got older, I evolved to, okay, I got to take care of this responsibility, so I got to do this. So your environment helps you change too. So that has a lot to do with it.
So the question was asked, are you guys going to go on another date? Let's run through this. Of course, Darren said what?
Darren said, yeah. I like to get a do-over because, I couldn't, you know, she didn't. You didn't feel comfortable when he tried to put on a car. She didn't feel comfortable, so I think I need to get a do-over.
And then he said, basically, he said too that he don't feel like Kai got a fair shot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because, you know, so much stuff is going on. So
so he wants the third date.
So Alexis said no. You know.
Well, she said she wasn't attracted to.
Yeah, but is she gonna be attracted to anybody? She gonna feel everybody just they serving or they friends. She was like, dude's like a good friend, like we can have friendship and stuff like that. But now, so Eric said no.
And I was like, man, why? Give her another shot.
Yeah.
I know she probably your type physically. You know, she didn't. You know, but still, you know, you said she stimulated your mind. You can probably grow to like her when her appearance and whatnot, man. But oh man, I was kind of disappointed when you said no.
Jessica said yes, and at that point,
I think it was a petty move.
Yeah, I do.
I think it was a petty move.
Eric's face tightened up. He like,
yeah, that was a petty move because Eric said that he never had a woman stimulate his mind like old girl did. So Jessica said, okay, I bet I'm gonna go on a second date with Muscle Man.
So the question was asked with Laronda, are you going on another date? And we know that in her confessional, she was like, well, I don't want to hurt Sean and stuff like that. Last time, like, he had a panic attack and went through all them changes. So, I think she best to say yes.
Yeah, I think.
For the simple fact, you need to break that off of him. Say yes.
And the way he does that and why he does it, I think he do it for control.
Yeah.
He know if he throws a panic attack, an anxiety attack,
like a
temper tantrum, that she gonna like, okay, I won't do it. Calm down. And she gonna have to understand that and see that.
Yeah.
Like you said, break that cycle.
And stop ironing them pants. He walking around now, he can put his own pants on.
Iron the man pants.
While you fully dressed with your makeup on, that iron hot, and the steam be coming in your face.
Yeah, you could have burnt your arm, or you could have been like painted from good.
Anyway, you got anything else you want to say?
That's it.
Yeah, this was a pretty good episode. So yeah, I'm excited to see what Laronda gonna say. Because she gonna maybe come through that TV if she don't go on another date with Sir James.
Sir James. Yeah, she said no. I'm like, you, man.
Yeah. You just shooting your own self in the foot. So on that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to watch our Ready to Love video, and don't forget that we have 2 people, if you watch Ready to Love, that we are interviewing from Ready to Love castmates, because we're trying to go ahead and wrap up this. The season aired yesterday, and so. Well, when you guys watch, it'll be yesterday. And so we got a special video that's coming out dedicated to RTL, which means Ready to Love. So that will be airing Sunday. So make sure you guys catch that video. But on this note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. Deuces.